Hello everyone, it's Junie checking back in with you. I wanted to show you a little news clip that I found about Stephan Smith and how I mentioned in the last two videos that I did of Stephan Smith that there was an electronic device that the police had access to and that something was hidden on it. If you look here in the 7th house, we do have Mercury. Which can mean communication. It also can mean more than one person is aware of this crime or more than one person is involved in this crime. It also, if you look at I believe it's the 5th house, there's Taurus. And in the transits, you see Uranus, the moon, and Jupiter, which makes me think that there's a piece of property that belonged to Stephan that is an electronic device, a computer. I said a computer, a cell phone, a laptop, something along those in that nature, and the police have access to it. So this news clip comes about saying that they did find a tablet that they had. First they were told that they weren't able to have access to it. Then they were told that they were able to get into it. Someone else was told that the tablet was broken. So this is some new evidence that's coming to light. Now, Gemini on his chart shows up at the 0 degree. That's a critical degree in criminal astrology. It was 0 degrees in Mercury, which makes me think that there's communication of something traumatic. It could be like a breakup. It could be like someone trying to start fresh, or it's in the 7th house, Mercury sitting in the 7th house. So for me, it just makes me think that it's a critical 0 degree of a relationship, and it's a crime chart. So that's showing up as an open enemy. So 0 degrees in the 7th house in Mercury. There's something on that tablet. I would hope so. The moon is there. So to me, it means something hidden that, will be found later and brought, something will come to surface about it. So I just want to share this news clip with you and show you the astrology as well.
Smith was found dead in the middle of a rural road in South Carolina back in July of 2015. And his death was initially ruled a hit and run. But in March, SLED announced that they would be devoting more resources to the case as they investigate it as an intentional homicide. Now, 8 years after Stephan Smith's death, investigators are saying they've unlocked his cell phone and his tablet. On Friday, we spoke with a former investigative consultant for the Smith family, who told us that Smith's phone was unlocked years ago.
I find it kind of interesting that they're making this announcement now that they have access to the phone, because when I got involved in this investigation at the time of the Murtaugh murders, when Maggie and Paul were killed, and I first got involved, you figure that was nearly 3 years ago now. It will be 3 years this coming summer. But at that point, the phone had already been accessed. I was given a DVD of all the photographs that were removed from the phone and given to Stephan's mother, Sandy. So law enforcement had access to it back when I got involved over 2.5 years ago. So I don't know what this revelation is that they just got access to it.
All right, so let's bring in our special guest now. He is the attorney representing the Smith family, attorney Eric Bland. Eric, good morning. Good to see you. I was so surprised on Friday when I was getting this information. We had to give you a call and ask you to come on the show and clear things up for us, please.
So Mr. Peterson's slightly correct. The phone has been unlocked for a number of years. What hasn't been unlocked was the tablet. The tablet was not destroyed to the point that what was on it was not recoverable. The tablet, and I think I have confirmation, has been unlocked within the past year. And so now we have additional information. And from what we understand, Stephan communicated a lot with the people that he was associating with and the people he was dating on his tablet. So SLED obviously isn't going to tell us what they're learning from both the phone and the tablet, but this is something new that didn't exist when Mr. Peterson was performing services for the Smith family. The family is a little bit perturbed at he's out there talking about the investigation when he was the investigator. He doesn't really have the authority to do that. The family doesn't want him talking about it, but it is what it is. He was 50% correct.
Gotcha, Eric. Okay, so correct on the phone aspect, incorrect on the tablet aspect. I have a clip where he is talking about the tablet. Let's take a look at that.
So Stephen's mom turned over the tablet to these two investigators. They refused to say who was paying them, who they worked for. They didn't say. That's a whole nother can of worms. When I got involved, I asked for the tablet. I went back to these two guys and I said, give me the tablet back. They refused to give it to me back. Then I found out that they had destroyed the tablet. SLED got a search warrant to go to them to retrieve the tablet because they wouldn't surrender it to SLED either, and they destroyed the tablet. So to my knowledge, the tablet has been destroyed and there was no information that was recoverable.
Okay, so I just wanted to share that little news clip with you and show you the astrology as well, how I said that there would be that there's an electronical device that's got something on it. So let's keep praying for Stephan Smith, that we will find his truth soon and find out who did this horrible crime to him and left him in the street like that. Absolutely heartbreaking case. A beautiful boy. I know he's not a boy. I know he was a young kid. But to me, he's just a little kid. And, I would be proud to have Stephan Smith as a son. He was a good kid, and he didn't deserve what happened to him. Okay, blessings to you all. Have a wonderful day. Let's keep praying for our victims here. Blessings. Bye-bye.